After my last video on how to cash out from land sponsor, I've received a lot of calls from clients, from investors, most especially those in diaspora, trying to find out what are the pros and the cons of land sponsor. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the advantage and disadvantage of investing into land sponsor. All right. So please stick around, watch this video to the end, as I'm not going to make it to be very long. I'm going to make it very short and straight to the point. Watch to the end and you'll be glad you do. Remember, my name is Peter, twin from ibeju-lekki.com. My job is to assist you with the right real estate investment information, so that when you're making real estate investment decisions, you're able to make the right decisions. In my previous video, I did mention some of the land sponsor that are always available. All right, I did mention one, the survey. All right, land sponsor for survey. I did mention land sponsor for land title. All right, to sponsor land title. I did mention sponsoring of access road creation. I did mention sponsor of sand filling. All right, there's one I forgot the other day, getting electricity for communities. Some people also make money through that process. I've also seen a situation where community requested that an investor get a bridge, a concrete bridge, all right, or iron bridge across their community to another community. That's also a form of sponsor deals. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be giving you the pros and cons of this land sponsor that I've mentioned in my previous video. Also, if you are yet to watch that previous video, please check the description below. I'm going to put the link below so you can be able to see how you can cash out from land sponsor. But in this video, I'll be talking about the pros and cons of land sponsor. So stick around, watch to the end, and you'll be glad you do. And if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please use the opportunity, click on the subscribe button below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that whenever I post subsequent videos, educational videos like this, you'll be among the first to be notified. You can also be able to click on the bell notification so that whenever it drops, you'll be among the first to get informed. Now, to begin, what are some of the pros of land sponsor? Now, like I mentioned earlier, you can actually do a sponsor a project for community or individual or family members, starting from land title, land survey, access road creation. These are some of the advantages, all right, or the pros. You get land, all right, in return for your money, all right, because most especially a lot of our investors, what they usually do is that, for instance, now if you have to sponsor survey is the cheapest. When you want to talk about land sponsorship, sponsoring a survey is the cheapest, because sometimes you spend up to about like 50 million, 20 million, 30 million, depending on the size of the land, and you are given like 50 to 100 plots of land. So if you calculate what you have gotten on the ground, if you put them up together, leave them like for 1 year, 2 years, your money would have been like 10 times 10 of what you invested. So that is one of the pros. Another pros of land sponsor is that the land given to you in exchange for the money you use in servicing for the community, that is survey, the access road or whatever, is that you can actually keep these lands, keep them, get title on them, all right, fence them round and keep it for the future. All right, you can actually use them for only starting up a mini estate. You can actually sell it to cooperatives. You can actually open it up and do a lot of things. You can actually build on it, all right, depending on the location of those lands that you have been assigned. But noteworthy is that as soon as you are given a land by the community through land sponsor, please make sure you get the paper document work, do the paperwork of that land, secure your own title. All right, very important. Secure your own title, fence it round so that the community does not encroach on it again. All right, make sure you fence it round, secure your title, and keep that land for the future. Another pros of land sponsor is that sometimes when you invest in this location, within a short time, projects can come around that area that will make your land, your own personal land, to boom, and then it will become massive and you make more money from land sponsor. All right, these are some of the advantages or pros of land sponsor. Now let's talk about the cons of land sponsor. All right, remember, whatever have advantage, we also have disadvantage. Now, from my personal experience, remember I did mention that I've actually involved or initiated a transaction of land sponsorship in the past between investor and the community, between investor and families. All right, successfully we've concluded on those in the past. So I want to give you the disadvantage or the cons of land sponsorship at the moment, so that you'll be able to make the right decision. So whenever someone contacts you and say, oh, we have lands, we have a land to sponsor, either the title or the survey, you know exactly questions to ask. All right. Now, these are the cons. All right. Let's go. Now, initially, or what the communities or families always ask from you whenever you're interested in doing land sponsorship is there's a money called owo-woko. Owo-woko in Yoruba simply means the money to enter bush. Okay, bush entering fee. That's what they call owo-woko. All right. Now, initially, once the family usually asks, for instance, if they have like 100 acres of land and you want to participate in the land surveying, all right, a part of the sponsor. Now the community will say, okay, give us a owo-woko of like 500,000, 1 million naira, 2 million naira. All right, now you are going to add that to the fees you are also going to use to process the survey for them in Alausa, which is the Lagos State Government office. All right, now that is what they were doing then. All right, but at the moment, a lot of communities and family members are now using that as an opportunity to make money from investors. Now, guess what? In some localities or some families, what they do is that they will ask for owo-woko worth up to 20 million, 50 million, 100 million for just the processing of land title. Now, if you are to give the family owo-woko bush entering fee worth 50 million, 100 million, what are you going to use to process these documents? What are you going to use to process this land title? What are you going to use to process this survey? This is exactly what is happening. So this is one of the cons of land sponsor, the family entry fee. Now at the moment it's now becoming too high. Now let me go on and give you further information about some other cons you may not be aware of, so that when you want to transact in land sponsor, be able to know questions to ask. Alright? From my latest discovery, a lot of families and communities have already done the surveying of the lands and the rest within this locality, most especially here in ibeju-lekki, and it as even in Ekpe as well. Now, some of them, because they no longer have lands, all right, that they can sell, they will rather go back and look for investors that they will tell, oh, come and do land sponsor for us. We will give you this, we will give you. Whereas they have initiated that with some other investors. So now let me give you this breakdown or this explanation so you understand exactly what I mean. So that when you want to get into land sponsor, either the survey, the land title, find out if they have already signed agreement with any investor. These are some of the things some of the families and communities are doing. They will sign agreement with this investor, go ahead and sign with another investor, go ahead and sign with another investor, different investors, without this person knowing that they have signed with this person, they have signed with this person. So towards the end, or at the end, if this person is working, this person is working, this person is working, at the end, they will not meet themselves together to now find out that this family has actually been collecting money from each of these investors without telling that, oh, I've signed with this person, I've signed with this person. So you have to be very, very, very careful. The truth is, there is no much land within ibeju-lekki and Ekpe that is available for sponsorship. So for you to see any land that is for sponsorship, you must do your due diligence, do your proper due diligence to be sure that you are dealing with the right people. All right. And then make sure you go to Alausa, get lawyers, get surveyors, registered surveyors to pick coordinate of that land that you want to sponsor. Be it title land, okay, be it survey sponsor, be it access road creation. Find out if they have not initiated another investor or financier before calling you, because what they do is that owo-woko bush entering fee, they are always interested in it, and so because of that, they'll collect from this person, they'll collect from this investor, they'll collect from this financier. So you have to do this due diligence. Get somebody who knows the community very well to do this due diligence on your behalf. All right, these are just the few pros and cons I know about land sponsorship. All right, so if you have done land sponsorship in the past and you have some pros or cons that can also benefit us, you can drop it on the description below. It will also be beneficial. So the next video when I'm going to do, I will include that as well. All right, I want to say thank you so much for watching my video so far. I know you've benefited from this video on how you can cash out from land sponsor, and then we discussed about the pros and cons of land sponsor. In my next video I'll be discussing another aspect you can make money from real estate investment opportunity. All right, so please stick around. I'm going to make that one as fast as possible within the week. I'll create that video. I'm going to talk about how you can cash out from that very real estate investment opportunity, and also I will be talking about the pros and cons of that aspect of real estate investment opportunity. This is exactly what I do for my clients. This is exactly what I do for my viewers. All right, so please keep on watching my videos, share my content with friends and family members so they can benefit as well. So no one fall prey of scammers, no one fall prey of greedy people. All right, these are the reasons why I'm doing this educational videos. I want to say thank you so much for always buying properties from me, even when you have not seen me. Thank you so much for always subscribing to my YouTube channel, for referring friends, for referring your family members, sharing my content. You are the best. Do have a wonderful brand new week.